Hello, my name is Jesus Martinez. So, we're here with Jasmine. We're going to be learning how to compare fractions, and we're going to have a teacher example. Today, we're going to be learning how to convert fractions into decimal points. We're doing this so we can understand how fractions are greater than, less than, or equal to each other. So, Jasmine, we're going to learn how to divide 1 by 4 and 3 by 5 so we can get our decimal points and compare them. So what you want to do is divide 1 by 4. How many times does 4 go into 1, Jasmine?
0.
You're going to put your 0 on top and your decimal point. What you want to do now is add an extra 0 so you can keep on dividing. How many times does 4 go into 10?
2.
This is because 4 times 2 is equal to 8. So what you want to do is 10 minus 8 gives you 2. You want to add another 0 because there's still a remainder. So you add another 0 here, you bring it down, so it's 20. How many times does 4 go into 20, Jasmine? We're going to do our multiplication facts on the side. So we have 4 times 1 is how much?
4.
4 times 2?
8.
4 times 3?
12.
4 times 4?
16.
4 times 5?
20.
So what we have now is we found the answer that equals to 20. So how many times does 4 go into 20?
5.
So we're going to bring our 5 to the top, and this would be 20 minus 20, which is 0. So we found out that 1/4 is equal to 0.25. Now we're going to do the same thing with the 3/5. So we're going to divide 3 by 5. How many times does 5 go into 3, Jasmine?
0.
We're going to put a 0 on top. And we're going to bring down a 0 inside the division. How many times does 5 go into 30, Jasmine? This is a big number, so I say we're going to do our multiplication facts so we can find the answer. So 5 times 1 is how much?
5.
5 times 2?
10.
5 times 3?
15.
5 times 4?
20.
5 times 5?
25.
5 times 6?
30.
We found our answer. So 5 goes into 30 how many times?
6.
So you're going to bring your 6 on top, and you're going to subtract 30. That gives you 0. So what we see here is that 3/5 is equal to 0.6, which is also 0.60. So our new equation, or new fractions converted to decimals, is 0.25 and 0.60. 0.25 is what to 0.60, Jasmine?
Is less than 60.
0.25 is less than 0.60. This is because this number is less than this number. So when you go back to the top, 1/4 is what to 3/5?
Is less than 3/5.
So you're gonna put less than. Okay. So now let's practice with this one. 3/10 and 6/10. So what we're gonna do is do our division, which is 3 divided by 10. I want you to divide 3 divided by 10. How many times does 10 go into 3?
0.
So we're going to put a 0 on top. Okay, and so we're going to add a 0 inside. How many times does 10 go into 30?
3 times.
Okay, so 10 times 3 is 30. So you're going to subtract 30 from 30. Bring 0. We want to add a decimal point on top because we had to add it a 0. So you're going to put point. And how many times does it go inside? 3 times. So you're going to put a 3 on there. So we're going to do the same thing for this side, Jasmine. And I want you to do it by yourself. Good job. Okay, we're doing the division first. 6 divided by 10. How many times does 10 go into 6? 0. Okay. Good job. Okay. You added a decimal point? Okay. So how many times does it go inside 60?
6.
So you're going to put a 6 on top. So your new equation is what? 0.3. Put 0.3. Your box. And 0.6. That's what you got. So 0.3 is greater than, equal to, or less than 0.6.
It's less than.
So you're going to put a less than right here. That's greater. And the less than over here. Because we found out that 3/10 is equal to 0.3 and 6/10 is equal to 0.6. So 3/10 is less than 6/10. That is it.